Hi, I'm Wallace Stewart, Technical Support Specialist for Directed Electronics Incorporated. And on behalf of all of us at Directed, I'd like to thank you for purchasing a high-quality directed do-it-yourself system. Directed Electronics is America's #1 security and remote start company registered in the ISO 9001 International Quality Standard. We make great products, but as the saying goes, they're no better than their installation. In this video, we're going to go over some basic installation procedures and talk about the instructions and support that come with your directed system. Directed Electronics is well known for offering the best technical support in the industry and is pleased to offer you 4 powerful levels of support for your directed do-it-yourself system. We also provide a step-by-step installation and owner's guide. This video, and as a last resort, you can call 800-873-1314 for BOA products or 800-477-1382 for Ready Remote products. Do use the included LED circuit tester for identifying constant 12 volts, ignition, accessory, starter, parking lights, and brake wire circuits only. It should never be used to test any computerized circuit in the vehicle. When in doubt about any wire, use a digital multimeter instead. Testing any circuits with the circuit tester, other than the ones previously mentioned, may result in damage to expensive computer modules and/or inadvertent deployment of an airbag. Directed Electronics accepts no liability with regards to bodily damage or damage to the vehicle resulting from the improper use of the LED circuit tester. An LED circuit tester is not included with all systems. Do make sure to take your time and be methodical. Don't go near yellow SRS airbag looms. Don't touch them. Cutting or probing these wires may cause unintentional airbag deployment, electrical system damage, or injury. Do tape all connections. Sound connections are required for proper unit functioning. Do run wires only through holes that have rubber grommets. Failure to comply may compromise wire insulation integrity. Don't ground to a factory bolt. Refer to the manual for proper grounding. Do run your wires away from all moving parts and heat sources. And finally, do read the whole manual before starting. Okay, let's begin. Everyone's heard the expression, the right tool for the right job. And the good news is that many of these tools are included with your directed DIY system. These are an LED tester for identifying constant 12 volts, ignition, accessory, starter, parking lights, and brake wire circuits. A razor knife for cutting, stripping, and separating wires. 6 6-inch black wire ties. 1 10-foot roll of electrical tape. And please note that these tools do not come with all the systems, but you should be able to easily find them around your household, borrow them, or buy at a local electronics or hardware store. In addition, you may want to consider acquiring the following tools: a 1/4 inch and a 5/16 inch drill bit, a drill gun, wire strippers, a metric socket or wrench set, crimpers, and a digital voltmeter, easily found at your local Home Depot, Sears, or Radio Shack. There are many ways to make connections in the vehicle, but we recommend securely connecting to wires by first stripping off the insulation, then separating the wires, inserting the connecting wire, and twisting securely. Then finish by soldering the connection and securely wrapping the wire with high-quality electrical tape. All of our remote starters have the ability to be programmed for your specific installation. However, most installations will require little or no programming at all. If settings need to be changed, you'll need to refer to the programming instruction section of the installation manual for further guidance. Now, before beginning the installation, please take a few preliminary measures before touching any wires. First, find a location that provides adequate ventilation, keeping in mind that you're going to be starting the engine at several points during the installation. If installing in a garage, open the garage door, open the vehicle's front windows all the way to prevent accidentally locking the keys in the vehicle. Next, open the hood. Your hood pin and tack wire will be connected out here. Remember, keep any wires away from any parts that move or get hot. If you smoke, don't smoke while working under the hood. Gasoline and battery fumes are flammable. Next, install the warning label inside the engine compartment so it can be easily seen by anyone who may be working under the hood. Clean any grease or dirt away from the area before attaching the sticker. First, you will need to remove the lower dash panel by removing either a few screws or bolts to get to the vehicle's wiring under the dash. You will find many of your remote start wires coming directly out of the back of the ignition cylinder. These wires, when connected properly, will start your engine and allow the accessories such as the heater and air conditioner to operate. Please refer to your vehicle wiring diagram for specific wire information. While searching for these wires, if you see any yellow jackets or sleeves or wires marked in such a way as to alert you to their presence, you must completely avoid them. These are the airbag wires and must not be tampered with or unplugged. Ignoring this warning could lead to accidental deployment, which could injure you or damage the airbag system. The first wire we will connect is the ground wire. Begin by crimping the ring terminal onto the end of the black ground wire. Then you will need to attach the ground wire to the chassis of the vehicle, preferably the kick panel, by tightening the screw into a paint-free metal surface. Your ground connection is very important for reliable operation of your remote start system. Therefore, we recommend that you avoid grounding anything to the dash. The next step is to run the required wires through the firewall. The wires that will need to go through the firewall are the hood pin wire, optional tack wire, or wiring for an optional siren. To go through the firewall, find an accessible rubber grommet, one that you can see from under the hood and from under the dash. Slit the grommet on one side and attempt to fish the wires through, being extremely careful as to not pierce any of the factory wires already going through the grommet. Tools that are useful to fish the wires through the firewall are a wire coat hanger, a long screwdriver, or even a heavy-duty zip tie. If a factory grommet is not available, you may need to drill a hole in the firewall to reach the engine compartment. If your vehicle also comes with an option for a manual transmission, you can usually find a suitable point on the firewall where the clutch pedal would normally be. Always use a grommet when creating your own access in the firewall. Otherwise, you may risk unit failure or even damage to the vehicle. As you run the wires around the engine compartment, make sure you keep the wires away from hot surfaces and moving parts. If the 12-volt wire listed on your printout makes note of a low current circuit, 40 amps or less, you will also need to run your power wire directly to the battery. Remember to use your fuse holder in line with whatever power source you use. It is recommended that you insert your fuse holder as close to the power source as possible.